Hi guys, it's Mr. here from Bookaholics Book Club and welcome to this week's showcase. This is actually a 2-week showcase. I didn't really have the time last week. I was away and I was tired, so I've got quite a few to get through. I've had a pretty good couple of weeks. So first I'm going to start with the books that I bought. Firstly, I bought The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Last week I actually met the author for an interview and then went to her signing. So I bought this copy at the signing. I'd already listened to it on audio and got that signed there. And then I also, I didn't buy this. This is my old copy of Shiva. I took this to the interview and I just wanted to show you that she signed that too, so that was pretty cool. It was really nice to meet. We had an interview for like an hour and she was just really nice. It's going to be up on the blog as soon as I type it up. And then I also got this little keychain that was just pretty cool. It says Love Maggie on him. They were giving them away at the signing, so I think a lot of people have got them. Next I bought Skin Deep by Laura Jarratt. This is a contemporary romancy type of book. I just spotted this in Waterstone and it sounded like my kind of book, so I picked it up. I think it's one of those people, they're in a bad place and the couple meet, and so kind of those intense contemporaries that I like, so I'm looking forward to that. The next one, I got my pre-ordered copy of Light by Michael Grant. This is the 6th and final book in the Gone series. I've read the first 2 books, Gone and Hunger, and I have the next 3, which I was actually planning to read this month, but I fell behind and I got something else to read, so I'm going to get to it soon and finish the series off because I'm hoping to go to a Michael Grant signing next month, so I would like to have read the books by then. Then, that's all the books that I bought. Next, I got gifted quite a few. My friend Donna first passed this on to me. This is Ditched by Robin Mellom. She was finished, so she just gave me her copy. This is another YA contemporary kind of book. I can't remember everything. I read about it a long time ago, but I remember it sounding good and it was on my wish list. Next, last week I went to the Mirror Inc. blogger party. They're part of Harlequin UK, which is Harlequin US in the US, and I got like a goodie bag stuffed full of books. It was really exciting. First of all, I got With All My Soul by Rachel Vincent. This is the 7th and final book in the Soul Screamers series. I actually started this in the room. I've been so excited for this book. I'm not too far in. I haven't been having much chance to read, but I'm past 100 pages and enjoying it so far. I can't wait to see how this series ends. If you haven't tried this series, you should. It's really good. The first book is about Kaylee, and she finds out that she's a banshee, and then she meets a male banshee, and it's just a really unique, good series. This is one of my favourite authors. Next, I got Dare You 2 by Katie McGarry, and this is a US arc, and it's also signed to me, so that was pretty exciting. We actually had a Skype chat with the author at the party, and she was just really nice, and that was a lot of fun. I actually loved her first book, Pushing the Limits, which was her debut novel last year, so I really cannot wait. We'll probably read this next because I can't wait for it. The next one I got was The Girl with the Iron Touch by Kady Cross. I have the first book, The Girl in the Steel Corset. I haven't read it yet. I've had it for a couple of years now, so I really should read it. I'm going to get my hands on the second book if I can, and then read the 3 together. I'm not sure if this is the final book or if there's going to be more. It's just called Steampunk Chronicles, so obviously they're steampunk books. So I'm going to read those soon. I've heard good things about that series. The next proof I got was Love is a Thief by Claire Garber. This is more of a woman's fiction, I would say, not generally something I would pick up, but then I would read it, you know, if I come across a copy like I have for review. So this is about a lady, I think her husband leaves her, or her marriage breaks down, and she just thinks of all the things that she gave up for this, you know, love, to be with this man, and how her life could be different, and then she sort of helps other women chase things that love kind of took away. It sounds a bit more dreary than I think it's supposed to be. A lot more fun than that, but that's basically the storyline. The next one is The Last Prince by Julie Kagawa. This is the first in the spin-off series to the Iron Fae. I did enjoy the Iron Fae series. I actually already have a copy of this for review. So this is my second copy, which I'm going to pass on to Nympha. I haven't heard too much about it, to be honest. I really liked the first couple of books in the Iron Fae, but the next 2 just particularly the last one just seemed a bit too long, and then I found with her other series the first book was just too long, and I'm worried that this one's just going to feel like it's dragged out as well, so I haven't picked it up yet, but I really need to soon and start that new series. The next book is also another Julie Kagawa book, The Eternity Cure, which is the second book to the other series that I just mentioned, the Blood of Eden series. The first one, I'm blanking on the name, but I read the first one last year, The Immortal Rules, and this is the second one. This is proof this is not out yet, I don't think. This comes out in May, so I'm going to try to read this soon, because it's not that I didn't like the first one, it wasn't quite what I was expecting, and it felt to me dragged out, but then a lot of other people really enjoyed it. The next one is Ink by Amanda Sun. This one sounds quite interesting. This is actually has some Japanese mythology. It's set in Japan. I've never read anything set in Japan, I don't think. When a girl, her parents have died, and she goes to live with her aunt, and then she comes across all these, fantastical things that aren't supposed to be real, and comes into this room with the Japanese mafia and the Yakuza and all kinds of Japanese mythology. So I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into that, as I am quite interested in mythology and I know nothing about Japanese mythology. The next one that they gave me was Confessions of an Angry Girl by Louise Rozett. It came with a little bookmark. And it's also signed. I already have a UK copy that I've already read, so I will keep this in my signed collection. And then the last one that was in the goodie bag was a US copy of Speechless by Hannah Harrington. And I think this one was signed also, so I got 3 signed books. It was a very exciting day. I do have a UK copy of this that I haven't read yet, so I'll read that one and save this one. It's about a girl that goes, after letting out a big secret, she decides to go mute for a bit. She just decides not to talk at all. I'm not sure what happens after that. And the next few are books that I got for review. I got Zenn, Scarlett by Christian Schoon. This is a sci-fi YA kind of book. It's set in space about Zenn, Scarlett, and she's actually a vet for alien creatures. It sounds really interesting. I like anything that's set in space anyway. I'm a bit of a sci-fi geek, so I am really looking forward to getting to this one as soon as I can, and I love the cover, it's so pretty. The next one, this is The Secret of Ella and Mika by Jessica Sorensen. This is more of a new adult kind of book. This is this came out in February. This is already out. It's about a girl, Ella. She comes back from college or university or something, and she comes back from college, and Mika, I guess, was the guy that lived next door when she was younger, and now their relationship has changed a bit, and they get together, and yeah, romantic type things. The next one, I got a copy of The Madman's Daughter by Megan Shepherd. I've already heard good things about this. This is out on the 11th of April if you're interested in buying a copy. It's set in London in 1894. It's about a girl, she works in a college. I think her father was disgraced, and he left her destitute but alive, so basically, yeah, her dad is a madman and she's looking for answers, and I'm not sure what else happens there. I don't usually read period books, but I've heard such good things about this, and the premise sounds really interesting, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a try. The next one I got was Monument 14 by Emmy Laybourne. This one I asked for. This is a kind of one of them dystopia, end of the world kind of books. Just the kind of books that I like. It's the story of what happens when 14 kids are trapped inside a superstore in the town of Monument. Inside they have everything they could ever need, and with no adult supervision, but what can they, and can do whatever they want. Sounds like fun, or is it? Until they find out the world outside is being destroyed. So I'm not sure what the end of the world scenario is, but there's something happening, and it's 14 kids all hanging around in a super mall. So definitely sounds good. I've heard that it's really good. And then the very last book, we're finally at the end. This was just a random one that came today called Red, White and Blood by Christopher Farnsworth. This is also out on the 11th of April. I'm I'm not really sure. I think it's kind of an urban fantasy. I'm not even sure it's first in its series actually, because there's 2 other books, but I don't know if they're just related or whatever. But basically this is about the president's vampire. He's chasing the boogeyman. He's known for a lot of things, but his main name is like the boogeyman, and he's after him, and there's a big team, so it's all a lot of politics but then supernatural elements as well. So I will likely give this a try, but I'm going to have to see if the other 2 books are like a series and maybe try to get my hands on those first, because I don't really like to read a book in the middle of a series. But if it's standalone, then I will pick it up. And that is all the books that I got for the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much for watching. Leave links to yours. If you're on the blog, there's links to all these books on Goodreads if you want to go find out more about them. And I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.